Is it working, by the way? No, I think that the live is starting now. So I talked during 2 entire minutes. I thought that it was live, but apparently it wasn't. So hey, now I'm live. So the goal is here for me this morning to try the WARBRINGER, because I was saying that if you check today, we have a lot of martial stages in PvP, and they all have a crazy amount of combo resistance. Hey Rafi and hey Real. No, you're not the first, Real. Your comment appears in the second position. Hi S3D. So my goal is to try the WARBRINGER, because as I was saying, everybody today is going with a crazy amount of combo damage resistance and not a lot of counter damage resistance. So I don't know if I can do something with that, but I want to work on that. Even if I had no result at the end, I want to try at least to have a few damage in PvP. That would be great to have that. Yo, ça va et toi, Helaz? Number 4. Number 4. If everybody writes in the chat his position joining the live, that would be fun. And let me know, by the way, if you feel like the quality is fluent, the quality of the video is fluent and good enough for you. Because the last time, yesterday, when I did that on my other game, on Kingdom Come, apparently it was very blurry. So let me know if you feel like the quality is good enough. So here on the WARBRINGER, more counter and counter multiplier, here more defense, and then the other 3 sets, counter damage plus 140%, yeah, you are the third, and reflect a 60% current basic attack damage when hit. By the way, I have a question for you, because I don't know exactly how does it work. Do you know if the WARBRINGER reflects his own current basic attack damage, or the target's one when I receive some attacks? If it is based on my own, I need to increase my basic attack damage, I suppose. But in the other case, it's useless. So then, the more the HP I lose, the higher my attack. So I feel like with that class, we need to pump up the attack first, and then maybe have some extra counter damage. So no, I guess, but I see issue in... You are in 360p only? It sounds really good for PvP. In fact, it's very strong versus the Plume Monarchs. So I can just completely destroy them with that, I suppose, if I have the right stats. But versus tanks, I don't know how I can increase my damage, and this is what I want to try today with that class. And with the skill here, it lowers the damage resistance of the target by 40% for 8 seconds. And then increase the attack speed for those within the range by 30% and gain 50% more defense, lasting for 8 seconds. So I suppose that with that class, I want to up first my defense, my attack, and avoid reducing the attack speed of the opponent. Because if I reduce the attack speed, the skill is gonna increase the attack speed, and so... Ah, t'as une queue de merde. Can you tell me in the chat if you can see the live here, the stream in 180p? In 1080p, that would be great. Because apparently one is watching the chat in 380. I'm not disconnected. If you have any issue, I can try to change, so maybe it could be more fluent. I need your advice for that. I'm just trying to change my settings to make it better. So don't hesitate to tell me if it is watchable or not. So you are 720p and 60 FPS. Okay, so that's fine. Hi, Open Guns. Open Guns. Ok, so... Il y a vraiment le 1080p, d'accord. Okay, so with that build... So I was saying that the goal is probably to go with some counter here. with the soul instead of the combo. I'm trying at the moment to increase my crit damage. The goal is trying to get aggressive. And I need to increase my defense a bit more than that, I suppose. The more the defense I have, the more the defense I will have after using my my class skill. So I think that I need to reduce a bit more the other skills here, the other stuff. The crit resistance is still important for PvP versus archers. Maybe I need to lower a bit my counters. You know what I want? I just want to try with that first, and then I'm gonna try other stuff. So let me just show you the build I have at the moment for the first tries. So I have, yeah, very low levels on my gear, unfortunately. I hope that in the future I can have better, because normally I should be around 1 million HP and above here. So this is very, very low. I can reach the level 173 on my gear, so you can judge the level here. Only 147 on that piece of gear, so I'm losing a lot of stats. So this is a very early build. The skills I'm using at the moment, I reduce the attack of the target. I need to avoid reducing the attack speed. This is what I said, so let's just change that, and instead maybe I can increase another stat. Maybe use the clone. I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna start with that first, and we are gonna see how it goes. I should balance the defense. The 4 passive is useless. Too low, you die too fast. The 4th passive of the Warbringer, you mean? Like if I go here on the Warbringer, you mean that passive? That passive is useless? So these are the powers I'm planning to use. I don't need to reduce the attack speed of the target, I said. So instead, what can I use? This one. So the target is going to take more crit damage. So you say that this skill is useless. Reflect 60% of the current basic attack damage when hit. Yeah, the 60% is very low. And it's not written that it can crit, so I don't know about that. But I'm gonna try 2 different builds in that video. I'm gonna try an offensive build to try to beat Monarchs, and I'm gonna try a tanky build with that class. Try to see if I can do something with that. And with the tanky build, my goal is gonna be to have some damage based on my basic attack, so on the HP of the target. So it can be nice. And you're telling me that I should try to use the dog instead of the snake. Let's just check the counter damage I get through that. So I currently have a 40,000, 190. And so if I replace that, yeah, I'm getting a bit more, like a 400% more here. And normally I should heal on every counter. So yes, the dog is good for that. And then I suppose that I can save the others. So with the relics, I tried to use that. Let's check my crit rate here. I think I can change that. If I increase first my damage resistance, it's gonna be a bit better normally. And here, I'm not using that. So instead, I should use the 100 slashes duration increase. And I think that I'm good to go with that for now. Let me show you my talents. On the Fury, I decided to go on the left. Take all the crit resistance. That was very important to me. I tried to max out my attack everywhere first, because I want to kill the Plume Monarchs very fast, and so I feel like this is the way to go. And I increased my combo damage resistance by a lot. I'm gonna show you the stats after that. So I maxed out the counter damage here. And on the other side, the crit damage and the counter damage and the basic attack damage. Because I'm also going to try to increase my damage based on max HP. I don't know if it's going to be worth it though, but I want to try that. So I took that skill here so I could go at the top and get some more combo damage resistance. On the archery, I went on the red first, only to get the combo damage res. On the sorcery, I went for this one, so I have more attack. Then I tried to get the wand just to see if I can still deal some damage to tanky builds. Then I went at the top, so I have a few controls. I don't know if it's gonna be useful though, but I don't know what to take instead of that. So I'm planning to do some more tests, so we are gonna see during that live. And on the right, a skill cooldown and a crit resistance. And more combo damage resistance one more time here, and I tried to pick up the one here. But to beat the Plume Monarchs, I shouldn't take that. Instead, I should go at the top and take some more combo damage resistance, but you know I'm gonna try multiple things here. With the enchants, this is what I have at the moment. Counter damage as main here. With a bit of extra counter damage resistance, why not? And some basic attack damage resistance. Combo damage resistance here. With global combo damage. Unfortunately, I don't have better here. Crit resistance instead of crit damage. I feel like with a warrior, you need to increase first your defenses, and so you're going to reflect your damage. And if you can't survive, then it's useless to use a Martial Sage or a Warbringer. Then here, I got some global combo. Useless as well, but I don't have better neither. Another crit set with basic attack. Don't have better, but I have some combo damage res, so it's definitely gonna help me normally. And then here, combo damage resistance one more time, but nothing else. And there is something that I forgot to change, by the way, on my souls. Here, I got some global combo, but let's just reset this one, remove it, and equip another one instead, because if I remember, yes, I have 10% more global counter damage. And if you want to know, by the way, the impact it has on your stats, let's just check the counter multiplier I have. 4,584. And if I equip this one, almost 1,000. I got 800% more. That's huge. Thanks to only that affix here. So then let's just upgrade that a bit. Or you know what, for now I'm just gonna reset that to 0 and I'm gonna upgrade my defense a bit more. Like 42, so let's check the stats I have. Oh wait, the scrolls before that. With the scrolls, I try to increase my crit damage, attack, and a bit my counter and basic attack here. Maybe I should try instead to put some more points in here. I'm gonna do some tests and I'm gonna adjust that after. With the cards, a crit rate, more attack, and maybe I can do something different here instead of this one. Increase my counter damage. The base counter damage is increased here until the end of the fight, so this is definitely the one I want to use. And more defense and more attack. And for the items, the first ones I'm using... Yeah, first of all, look at the stats I have on my prayer statue. This is terrible, but I never worked on that, so I have terrible stats for now. So I will have definitely to work on that to have some more. Because this is very low and I could have way more counter thanks to that. Okay, so let's check the stats. More than 100% counter, 98% crit rate, 6,000% crit damage. This is too low in my opinion. I should try to work on that, try to increase that coefficient here. And 41,000% counter multiplier. 75 combo damage res, a low basic attack damage res, and if we check the other things, 31% damage resistance. Yes, I have a Discord server. Normally you can find the link in the description of all my videos. A 25% stun, by the way. This is because of the talent tree I have, and for the items I'm currently running, I don't care about using that. Which one should I use for that build? That's a good question. Maybe this one, so I'm gonna ignore some combos. I'm gonna first start with this one. So I'm using the Bistro Bow and the Cheetah mount for now. And for the Avian, this is the best one I have for a while. Got only 3 affixes, but barrel dodge, rage bonus, and punch counter, so this is still pretty efficient. But the Avian is only level 40. I could have better, but I'm using another Avian on my main class, so I don't have any regression potion for now, so I'm not planning to regress that. But I still have pretty good stats thanks to these. A bit more crit damage, a bit more crit resistance, and punch counter, so I can deal some damage based on the target current HP with my counters. So this is my build. Now it's time to go here. I'm gonna go directly in the crossover rank match. And make sure first that I have the right set equipped. So this is my defense set, by the way. I need to rename that. Crossover, let's use this one so I can do my offense with that. Time to go here. Try to find a strong Plume Monarch. And let's see if I'm getting destroyed or not. 125 million power. If I compare at the moment, I have 121 million. So he has 4 million more than me. If I can't deal enough damage, it's because my crit damage is very low and I need to work on that, I suppose. So let's try that first. Let's see if I can reflect a lot of damage. Okay, so apparently it's not that efficient. He's not taking that much crit damage, counter damage. I forgot to check the counter damage resistance first. 25% only. 1300 crit resistance. And 25 damage resistance. So I need to work on my damage now. I'm missing a lot of damage, and so I need to find some ways to increase more my crit damage. So here I got 65 for now. Maybe I should try to increase that. I don't know, because I still need to have some survivability, and so the HP defense and crit resistance are very important here too. But how much crit resistance do I have? 2500, and that's not enough. It's my Avian. You mean the skill of the Avian is not working with the Warbringer? You tested it before too, and so what Avian would you recommend to use with the Warbringer? This one maybe to lower the attack? Normally yes, I was using the Bistro Bow, yes. Let's just check back just to be sure, but yes, I was using that. I first, you would recommend Anubis? Also the dog? You mean that dog, the Anubis? This is the one that you talk. Okay, the lunar dog. What is the lunar dog, by the way? Let me just check the avian list. This is not the right one. The lunar dog. That's a lemon. That's not the right one. The lunar dog is better. You forgot the name. So which one can be the lunar dog? Beside Horus? Oh, you're talking about the Midnight Firefly. Yeah, you're probably right, real. I don't have a lot of attacks, so I probably can't proc many times the Bistro Bow. So I probably need to change that. So instead, which one could I use, by the way? Increase my attack? Or use this one to deal some damage? I think I'm gonna try this one first. And change that avian. Let me check. I have barrel dodge, a rage bonus, but let's say that I don't have any extra damage thanks to the punch counter. Maybe I should try it and switch to another one. Here I have no speeding and rage bonus on this one. This is the main I have, so you know what, let's just try that to see if there is a difference. I'm just losing a few crit resistance. The Firefly is the best Warbringer avian. By the way, I forgot to check my final stats. And they are pretty low, in fact. Yeah, but the thing is that if I take one of these, I won't have good FXs because I will lack some levels here. But I can try to find one just in case. We are gonna try level 10, if it is working or not. Let's just try to see the FXs I have. No speeding, barrel dodge. Don't care about the multiple shots, by the way. This one, rage bonus, barrel dodge, and no speeding. Or, no, I don't care about these. So you can see all the avians I have on my account. The reflect counter, so I can increase my counter damage. Barrel dodge, but unfortunately, if it was rage bonus here, that would have been great, but it's not. And I don't think I have one. Let me check if I have something else. I'm afraid that I don't have better. The Firefly is not good too because you don't want the extra damage. You want to survive. J'ai pas assez de crit, damage et de contre. Yes, I know that I'm lacking some. So let's just try to increase these coefficients. I need to increase my rage bonus here so I get more crit damage, but... Can I find a Horus with a good thing? No, I won't find better. I need to work on the avians I have for my character, for the Warbringer. Maybe I can try to add some more levels here. So I will have a few more stats. And maybe I can run that. So now I will have a bit more crit damage normally. Yeah, 6025. Need to find a way to upgrade that. In fact, I did a mistake here. On the archery, I should have picked... I know that I have some crit damage somewhere on the other side here. I need to pick that, in fact. And I need to take this one as well. I just forgot to take this one. I did a mistake. In fact, I need to reset this one. I just don't care about going at the top. So let's just take this one here on the left. Then do I care about that? I think yes. This is important to max out my crit resistance here. And on the archery, I need to go here. So should I take the healing at the top to go here after? No, I need to reset that. I need to take the crit damage increase here over time. Max out the crit damage bonus here. And then take the combo damage resistance here at the top as well. Then max out my attack. Yeah, first of all, as I said, I'm trying to build an offensive Warbringer build, and then I'm gonna try to build a tanky one. So for now, I'm going only with my attack, crit damage, and counter. Just to see how it works. I have a few more points left, but here, I don't care about that. I want to take the combo damage resistance instead of the wand. Max out the attack. The HP. I can put some more in defense as well. Let's do the same here. And after, I'm gonna retry. Okay, let's say that I want 16 here because I'm lacking some feathers after. Let's upgrade this one. A bit more points in here. And on the Fury, let's redo the same. Okay, so let's just check my stats again now. I have a 7,000 crit damage. Still not enough though. I need to aim around 8,000. That would be better. 41,000 counter. I can probably have better if I had more stuff, but unfortunately I don't. But in a way, I feel like my main stats are very low here in comparison with what I have generally. Some attack, crit damage. The crit damage is pretty high here too. And there, I have a pretty nice crit damage too. But I feel like I'm lacking some. I have rage bonus giving me some extra crit damage, by the way, and even with that, I feel like my crit damage is still pretty low. Now let me just check something on the classes. Because there is something that I don't remember. If I take that, do we have some more crit damage? With the Sacred Hunter, of course, but with this one we don't. So what is the reason why can I have like 9,000% crit damage when I'm using the Archer class? And I'm lacking some here. Did I forget to equip something? Yes, of course, this is normal because here I'm running with a crit resistance build. Instead, I can use this one. But if I do, I need to replace something. And if I remove some crit resistance, I will take way more damage through the combos. Can I use this one instead to have some more crit damage? Yes. Ouais, je suis en ça parce que j'ai pas beaucoup de runes pour le guerrier. I'm lacking some runes for the warrior and that's why I was using some crit resistance. But yes, I need to up first here for that build my crit damage. Here I have some combo damage resistance, so maybe I can change this one instead. Yeah, I have the same combo damage resistance, so you know what, let's just replace this one and use this one instead. Or maybe the other one, I have better things. Yeah, global basic attack, you know. I have the same here. Let's just replace this one at the top. And check my stats again. Yeah, now of course it's way better. I have the 9,000. and 41,000 here. But I lost 800% crit resistance. But I should be more effective now. So let's go back in here and try to find another one. By the way, if one of you guys is using a Monarch in the peak rank or something like that with an offensive build, can you equip that? If you are playing on the European servers, so I can try my build, that would be great. So let's find the Monarchy. Here you have one, almost the same power, just a bit less than me. But pretty nice offensive stats. I just want to see how does it go. Or here I have a stronger one, but a different attack. Wait, the power is not the right one? I'm gonna try that after. Oh, Senpai, I know that he has a pretty nice build, so let's take this one. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, he's dealing more damage than me, so it's not working neither. But I needed to change something. Here, I was using the heart. Which one do you think I should use here instead? You sent the one you were talking about in the Discord? Let me just check that. Legend of Mushroom, global chat. People are talking about me in the Discord, right? 6k crit, interesting. 2500 crit resistance. I'm just trying things, dude. Be indulgent. People in the top 100 are using the Firefly. No one plays the Warbringer anymore. Yes, this is why I want to try that, and I want to try something working, but for now it's pretty hard apparently. And a bow for 100% crits and basic attack. Yeah, this is what I was using. Don't use the clone. I'm gonna try to change that. Oh, J Hotty, thank you for the share. Okay, so let's go back in game and try to change a few things. So I'm gonna go back with the bow, so I will max out my crit. So now normally I should have the 100 or close. That's important, I suppose. Then instead of the clone, which one would you use instead? Because the Warbringer is gonna increase the attack speed of the target with the main skill. And so I don't feel like it's worth it to reduce the attack speed of the target, right? And basic attack. You want me to try to increase my basic attack for the counters? I don't know if it is worth it to do that. Maybe I should instead increase more my attack. Yeah, but the clone is useless because it dies way too fast. The basic attack damage. Maybe I can try to upgrade a bit that. Lower the other stats instead. And so I need to lower a bit the counter. Like I'm gonna put 60 here and 60 for the crit damage too. You want me to read this one, right? Reflect a 60% of current basic attack damage when hit. So it's working with my own basic attack, right? And you want me to use that instead. So let's reduce that just a bit to 60 as well. And then I'm gonna pump up my basic attack damage and see if there is a difference. Like I have now 45, 46. Should I upgrade that a bit more? I'm just gonna try with that first and we are gonna see. I'm gonna adjust that. Hi Manson, what's up? So now if I check again, 4,300 here. I still have above 9,000 here and 40,000 there. And this is what I'm using at the moment. Do you think I should use the chicken instead of this one? Let's just check how much counter I'm losing. 800%. And I'm getting a bit more basic attack. To be honest, I shouldn't. Just in case, I'm gonna try that later. We are gonna see if it does make a difference. Or maybe the snake. No, I don't feel like the snake is gonna be useful. Because the Plea-Monarchs have a very low amount of crit resistance. So now I have a bit more basic attack damage. So let's just see how it goes. And by the way, I can try versus a Noodles here. That's a Plea-Monarch. I don't know if I can play the Warbringer in endgame. This is what I'm trying to find out. Okay, so it worked here. But I have more power, so on a stronger player, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. So I tried versus Senpai, I can try versus Jody. You have almost the same stats, but one more time, less power than me. Let's see how it goes. Got way more damage than before though. So it really feels like the basic attack is worth it. So in fact, I should try to increase a bit more my basic attack instead of other things. I don't know if I need... this one is useless, right? Because I don't have time to recover my cooldowns on that fight. You mean the Firefly? The Moonbound Spirit, the Horus. I don't think any of these are worth the investment for a Warbringer though. Or maybe Michelle. You're not sure. I don't know. For now, I'm using this one because I have the punch counter, rage bonus, and barrel dodge. So I have a pretty nice amount of stats increase. And by the way, that growth coefficient is very trash. Sort by level. By the way, it's gonna be easier. Zero 9. 1.1. Can I have just a bit above? A bit less? That was worse. Okay, 1.2. This is a bit better. We'll have just a bit more stats. Yeah, we got different name. So the Firefly for you is called the Lunar Thing. The Warbringer is strong with the counter multiplier and the crit damage. So now this is what I have. Yeah, I know. The B apparently is really bad, but the fact is that I have great affixes on that one and I don't have any good affixes for a warrior class on the others, unfortunately. Check in Discord. The Firefly is good to try. I'm gonna try that then. This is what I should use. The alpaca. Oh, the treasure dragon, the angel deer, the electric pup, the rainbow guardian, and the alpaca. Okay, so let me just put that here. So I'm gonna try to see. I should try to use the treasure dragon. So here it is, the angel deer. You know what? I'm gonna put these in the same order. So you're telling me the deer, the electric pup, then the rainbow guardian. The rainbow guardian, I don't remember that name. This one? No, this is the puppy fervor. Now what? Which one is called the rainbow guardian? No, this is the tortoise. Not the red one. This one? No, that's for pals. So he says the alpaca to reduce the attack. Oh, this is the one, of course, the rainbow guardian. The main one, of course. What a dumb I am sometimes. But I lost some basic attack now. In the avian, I must have a counter perceive. I have this one, crit damage and barrel dodge, punch counter. But if you check all my avians, if you want, I'm going to show you all my avians. I don't have any single avian with an FX to increase my counters. Let's just check if I can find one, but I don't think so. Oh, this is the only one I have probably. Reflect, counter, barrel dodge, and no speeding. Do you think I should try this one? Salut Corentin. Do you think I should try this one instead? Let me know, and I will use a potion. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, then. So... should I regress my main one? You know what? I'm just gonna try with that for now. I'm gonna have like 60 levels. It should be fine. So we said this one. Let's deploy the one. Increase the level. Okay, level 66 right now, so I have no speeding, 12.8%, barrel dodge, 165, and reflect counter, 330. I had above 9,000% crit damage before, and now I am at 8,600, and I got like 1,000% more counter. Yeah, we have Shroom combo too, and I'm not using any combo. Okay, so just by curiosity, let's just retry that versus a noodles and see if there is a difference. And that time I almost lost. So it was worse than before. And just by curiosity, I know you're gonna hate me, but I want to try if I increase my basic attack. And it was a bit better. So it looks like the basic attack is very important here. So let's change to something else. I want to put some more into basic attack. You really think that I should try to upgrade a bit more my counter multiplier? Like that? Is it okay for you? Now I have a 6,000% combo multiplier. No, this is not what I wanted to write. To read it here. 6,000%. And 45,000. But I lost a lot of crit damage, unfortunately. Do you think it's alright? Let's see if there is a difference. Way less crit damage than before. And this is worst. That time I lost. So this is not the right way to go. I think I have to balance things. Or you know what, just in case, I just want to see what stat is the more efficient here. So I'm just gonna pump up my crit damage that time and see if there is a different result. Let's just check my crit damage before. Close to 10,000%. And 1,000% less basic attack. Try to find an avian with a spirit on his name. You mean the moonbound spirit? This one? I don't think this one is a good one. I don't know if you're talking about this one. So let's go back in here and try with the crit damage only. Almost the same result. And what if I do the same but with my attack now? Like everything into the attack. Maybe it has more weight and I'm gonna do just more damage. So let's check the attack I have now. Almost a 5,000 million. And that was better, so apparently the attack looks better. So I had the same result when I tried these two, and this one released a bit more damage. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna upgrade this one to 81. These two to 51. Like that. And then put some more HP and crit resistance because these are important to survive. And normally now it should be just a bit better. So let's just retry that. And now, there is no match at all. That was way better than before. So I should probably try to do the same here. I said, increase a bit more my attack. Like that, it should be fine. Put some in basic attack as well. And you know what, I'm just gonna try with that, or maybe I should try to increase a bit more my basic attack here. And if I check again, that's 4,270 here. And for the other stats, 41,000, 7,600, and close to 5,000 here. Every drop of its passive, it hits everyone like 1%. Yeah, but it doesn't proc really often. If you're still talking about the moon spirit, where is that avian? It procs only every 5 seconds, but you have only a 50% chance to deal some damage based on the target's HP. And you say that these damage can crit here? But crit and counter attack will help him to win. Yeah, I think I need to balance my stats. But have a bit more attack. Okay, so let's just try to take one. Level 1, but unfortunately I have terrible affixes here. For a Warbringer. These only two I have, by the way. Let me check, I don't think I have another. So this is the only way I can deploy. And so the result will for sure be worse. And crit resistance too, of course. And that time I lost. I had way less damage. According to me, this one is not a good one. Or maybe if you're attacking a tanky build, sometimes you will deal some damage based on the target's max HP, but I don't feel like this is worth it. You have always better. Like if you're attacking a tanky build, if you're a DPS class, it's better to go with the Firefly, in my opinion, to lower the damage resistance of the target, or to go with this one if you're also using a tanky build with regen, so you will deal a lot of damage based on the current HP of the target, and this one will proc really often. Yeah, bad affixes, of course I had bad affixes. And so just to be sure, here I'm just getting a bit more stats than with the Firefly. So let's just retry the fight with this one to see. The Firefly is good because I fight Plume Monarchs. And here the result was better, but that's just because I had good affixes and more levels, so I got more stats on my main character. So in fact, I just can't try the others. Of course, the Sunshine Bringer is bad, but I'm trying to say that here, this one is level 100, so it's giving me a lot of stats, and a lot of stats here thanks to the affixes, because this one is, for example, giving to me 225% more crit damage, and if I switch to this one, okay, I don't have it here, but if I switch to another one, the coefficient is gonna be lower. Oh no, I'm not unkillable in PvP. Yes, apparently I'm not, but this is because I'm just trying things at the moment. Shroom combo, this is not the one I was using, right? Yes, this is the one, reflect counter, barrel dodge. The PM have a lot of counter and normal attack, the Firefly is good. Okay, and I'm still using the chicken pal, by the way. I feel like I need to change that. 8% more attack for 10 seconds. You know, maybe it's gonna do something better. I'm gonna lack some tickets soon. Yeah, that was pretty nice too. But I haven't noticed a big difference. I feel like it's almost the same. And if I reuse this one instead, let's try that. Almost the same one more time. Yeah, Plume Monarchs versus Plume Monarchs, the Sunshine Bringer is the best one to use, of course. Because you want to be the first one to attack, and this is how you proceed when you are using that class. And one more time, I really do feel like I had a better result when using this one instead. Let's just use my lamps to get an extra ticket. The blue spore instead of the damage raise. Yes, I can. I got 2 more entries. So I'm gonna try the 2 things. I retry with the chicken pal to see if I have a better result than the test I did before. And it seemed like I had a better thing. A regen evasion. So let's equip this one instead. I already have the alpaca equipped. So here, I just changed the spore. So let's redo that. And that was a bit worse. I took more damage at the end. You are telling me to remove this one because you think that I'm gonna have less counter damage? It's not working like that in my opinion. Normally I could reduce their attack to 0. I would still deal my counter damage. So you know, let's just try that and you will see what I'm talking about. I need to reduce their damage because I need to survive. And by the way, let's just re-equip that. So here you see all the damage I'm taking just because I removed the alpaca. Yeah, sorry, send noodles, by the way, if you're watching the live. I was always trying my attacks on him before, but since I had a dino, then I switched my target. I'm always losing versus dino, but I'm always winning versus send noodles, or most of the time. It depends. And what if I reduce the crit resistance now instead of increasing my basic attack? I know that they don't have a lot of crit resistance. Is he somewhere? Come on. He hide. Okay, he's here, so let's just check the crit resistance before. 1500. You want me to attack you, real? So the result was worst. So the basic attack is very important here, apparently. So where are you, real? Oh, here you are. You think I'm gonna lose? I lost. Almost. That was close. So I need to change a few things here again. I increased more my attack. Let's just reset that one more time and put like 50. I want to upgrade a bit more my basic attack damage. Sorry, real, but you asked me to do that. Okay, now it should be a bit more balanced. So at the moment, my counter multiplier is at 40,000. And it's very, very low, in fact, but this is just because of that thing here. Do you see these stats? This is terrible, guys. I could have way better than that. But unfortunately, I'm lacking some fruits. Maybe in 1 month. I will save my fruits, but I'm also using some for my HP here that I still don't have. You wish you weren't playing at C server? Why? Don't you like the C players? So just gonna do another test. Let's just go back in the family here, buy a few more tickets in there. By the way, I'm gonna take the key and the lamps. So I'm gonna light my lamps to get some more dungeon entries, PvP entries. Like that, it should be fine. So let's just do the dungeons here. 5 entries. +2. You're running out of active players. And the super whale are starting to quit. That's really sad. But at least you have one super duper mega whale. You have profit. He's financing the game. Yeah, really? You had 5 to 10 players with 160 million more? Here we have only 2. 2 or 3. Okay, so let's just light the lamps and go back in here, try to find again sand noodles, and see if my damage improved. I would say a bit better, but it maybe depends on the controls. Let's retry to be sure. And that time it was worst. The Prophet is the #1 in the sea. Yes, of course. The sea Discord has been hyping up the merge so much. And so the merges went bad, or what? People complain about the merge? This is what you are saying? Evasion counter, please just give me the gear I need. So that was the offensive way to play the warrior class. Now I want to try something different. I'm gonna switch to the tanky build. And instead of that... wait, I just forgot something in fact. Let's change again to the previous one. That was the one. I forgot to try something before. To try to attack a tanky player. Like Dino. But he's playing a mage at the moment. Let's try to see if I have some damage with the counters here. But this is a mage, so I'm not expecting to have too much damage. Okay, this is probably not the right build. Let's try directly here in challenge mode. Or maybe I can find one to test my build in PvP here. A tanky martial sage. You know what? Let's just try that by curiosity. And I can't even break the shield. The fact is that with a Berserker, with a Warbringer, I can't do a lot of counters versus tanky players. And so the result is terrible at the end. So I need to change that. Another evasion counter-strike. So instead, let's take that build now. Let's change the preset and go with the warrior build. Okay, perfect. Here, I still have the crit counter build. So let's just check the stats. 78% crit, 98% counter strike. Low regeneration. Very low counter. And all the stats as well. But high HP, but I don't feel like it's gonna be worth it to play like that. So I'm just gonna change the gear as well and go with a counter regen. You quit the Warbringer because of the nerf. Before, when you counter the whole combo, and now the combo only counts as one. Yeah, that's very sad. And even before, with my plume, I remember I was able to beat the plume the Warbringers. You just needed to lower the attack and do a few more things, and you were able to tank that, and I don't know why they decided to nerf that. So here, I need everything to... No, you know what? I want to deal some damage to people, so I need to go with that build instead. A combo crit, no, with the counter regen. So now I deal some damage based on max HP. I'm gonna remove the attack instead. I'm gonna use something different. I want to lower the attack. Here, I want to lower the regen of the target. I don't need to use this one. Need to lower the attack instead, so let's use the alpaca. And I think that then it's fine. Combo stun, one more time, something that I don't need. With the souls, I need to use something a bit different. But I'm gonna first try with that. So 90% counter strike. Now I should have 100%. 5% regen. Let me check my gear. Normally I have regen everywhere. Regen combo. Here I'm missing something. Pal combo counter strike. Garbage. Here I want to upgrade, increase my damage resistance, of course. Can I upgrade that, by the way? No, I'm still lacking a few. Let's check my talents again. On the Fury, normally I'm supposed to get that. Warrior build. So here I have the regen, crit resistance here as well, but I don't have the wound. Let's just reset this one as well. I want to take that, so I need to go here and increase the attack, max out that skill. Then go here at the top and increase my resistances. Like that, it should be enough. Let's increase my attack. And let's just check the rest here. I don't have the wound. That's another mistake. Let's take that instead and max out my other stats. And I think that I forgot to upgrade something. Let me check. So I have the ignore combo everywhere, and on the sorcery I can max out the ignore counter here on the left. I don't care about increasing my skill damage. Let's increase my counter damage. And then try to have some more HP, attack, and defense. My finger is starting to hurt after all these clicks, by the way. It could be great if we could have some button here to upgrade directly to the maximum, or at least by 5 or 10. Because here, as for the souls, you have to spam the click all the time, and this is just ridiculous. Tame Beast, that's maxed out. Here, I maxed out all my main stats. Basic attack here. Okay, so let's try with that. Let's see, 100% counter. For the rest, I don't really care about the crit damage. The basic attack matters a lot for that build. My damage resistance, I have a 43% there, so I have to change something here. A counter damage resistance. Instead, I need some combo damage resistance. Here at the top, I still have the combo. Wait, I'm changing the wrong build. So let's just take another one. Let's take the counter. So here, combo damage resistance, counter damage. I want to upgrade my basic attack damage here at the top instead. Crit damage. I want to increase my crit resistance first. And now here at the top, another of these sets. And now I'm good to go. And instead of that set, I would need to try to have a basic attack set like this one. This is something that I'm gonna work on in the future. So let's check again. 70% combo damage resistance, which is pretty low. Almost 5000% basic attack multiplier. And by the way, here now I can change the class awakening. And by the way, this is the wrong one. This is the offense. Let's just change to defense. Not the right one. Let's just equip the set number 9. Switch this one to this one. Upgrade a bit more my HP. That's very, very important. Then I need to increase my basic attack here. And the crit resistance. Let's check again here. I need to reset that. I don't need to increase my crit damage with that build. Let's reset this one as well. Upgrade by a lot my basic attack damage to 70. Increase my HP, of course. I can reset this one as well. And I think that I'm good to go. 5500 basic attack, 70% here, 2000 crit resistance. I need some more. That is pretty low. And very low amount of HP, by the way. Let me check, what do I have here? I have the HP. Hey, Rollive. How are you going today? What am I doing bad? For the relics, I can change something. Let's go with the warrior ones. And here instead, use this one for the 100 slashes skill. Then take that necklace because I'm using the Windborn Arrow. Not the Windborn Arrow, but the Blade Pierce. Terminal Strike. You know, I'm not gonna remain with this one for now. This is just another test. And for that test, I'm pretty sure that I need to go with this one. Or you know what, let's just deploy this one instead. And I need to switch the cards as well because I want to use the tanky build, so instead of using that, I need to go with this one. By the way, let's check my regen. Only 7.68%. $2,200 here. Jessica, help Akhtar. I fucked up somewhere and I can't find where I fucked up. I feel like I have a really low HP in comparison with what I had generally. And I have less crit resistance. So this is not coming from the skills, from the class. Okay, I forgot to switch that. This is normal then. Which set it was? This one. Let's switch plans. 2,459, a bit better, and more HP, so this is better. And more combo damage resistance, 75% that time. This is just by curiosity. I just tried to see how it was working versus Plume Monarchs. With an offensive build, you know, with a lot of basic attack, counter, and crit damage. And it was working pretty well. I wasn't the most efficient because I was lacking a good avian and good affixes at the statue, but it was still working pretty well. And now I'm working on a tanky build that I just want to know, how does it work? Because here, when you read, normally you have more defense with your skills, so normally you should be pretty tanky during that amount of time. You're going to increase the attack speed of the target, so you're going to proc more counters. And with the punch counter or stuff like that, maybe you will have more chance to deal more damage to the target. And now you think that the bee will work on me? You know, this is what I said before. I don't know why you think that the bee is not a good one for a berserker. If I play with a tanky build, it should be efficient. That's my opinion. But the fact is that now I'm losing a lot of stats here, so I don't know if it is worth it to go with the bee. If you want, I'm gonna try that, but for now, let's just remain with this one. Okay, let's try to find again Send Noodles. My best friend to try my builds. But first, I have to change the preset. Let's put my offense. Come on, dude. Where are you? Oh, he was here. Yeah, sure, the damage resistance is OP. But with my Sacred Hunter, without the extra damage resistance, I was able to tank a lot of the Plume Monarchs I had in front. And here, I'm just trying to have a bit more damage than the others. I'm trying to find a good class to deal some damage based on max HP to try to see if I can be both tanky and deal damage. And you know, just by curiosity, as I am loving to try absolutely everything in the game, this is why I'm trying as well with the Berserker, with the Warbringer. Send noodles, send noodles. Please come back here on the screen. I just want to attack. Oh, one more time, I just keep that. What a dump. Just need to slow down. Come on, dude. Please come back. There we go. let's try to see if it is easier to beat him that time than with my preview equip set. I have no damage at all now. He gone. He's here, but now my set is not working at all. I couldn't even proc the cheetah mount. I wasn't using the bee here. The Sage class still does extra HP percent on counter. He gains a shield, restore more HP, more damage resistance, defense, that, and deals extra damage equal to 1% of current HP to the target. So the more the HP you have, the better. Yeah, so in fact, you're telling me that today the Warbringer became absolutely useless everywhere? I was using the Firefly because people wanted me to try things in the chat. But here, I don't know if it's gonna be if it's gonna do a difference, because this one is only like level 1. Unfortunately, yes. That's really sad. Before, I remember nobody was using the Martial Sage because it was absolutely underwhelming. People were using both the Monarch and the Warbringer. And today, since we had a nerf, or since they increased, since we have more HP and survivability, everybody switched to the Martial Sage, and we can't find any Warbringer anymore. The Warbringer can be nice if I drop Cheetah. Come on. Henry will get the Bistro Bow. Yes, he will. But I need to improve my aim before using the Bistro Bow with Henry. Yeah, so of course there is no difference at all with the Big God, because it's only level 1. Is there a way for me to acquire an extra ticket somewhere? Yeah, so I really don't feel like the Tanky Warbringer is absolutely not working. Yeah, the regen is just very bad for the Warbringer. So let's just reset all of these and retry with what I had before. You want me to use the time machine mount? One of the best Warbringers are using it. Okay with that. Let's just recheck my stats now. What do I need to change? I had a bit more crit damage before, more counter. This is what I was using. I had a pretty nice result with that. I never equipped that. Why is this one here? Instead, I was using that. No, the chicken. I had a better result with the chicken instead. And they use the clone. Yeah, but they use the clone, but they have a lot of HP and survivability, right? So let's just equip that for now. These pals are pretty good, and maybe the talents. Let me check the fury. No, this is correct. So why do I have only 5,000 here? I got the right things equipped. What am I missing, guys? The ancients? Yeah, the ancients, of course, because I changed everything here. Basic attack damage resistance. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm lacking some good runes here for the Warbringer. Basic attack damage here as the main stat. I'm not sure if it is the way to go. The skill order matters a bit. Yeah, you are right. It's written and normally it works in the right order. But I never noticed any change. Did you? So I want some counter damage. I want some crit damage. And there, I want some more crit damage as well. So normally it should be better now. 7,600. 40,000. So this is what I had before. And so the time machine, they are using the time machine instead of the cheetah. Seems like people are having fun in the chat here. So let's go back in here and try to find another monarch, and let's just try how it goes. So can I find another strong monarch somewhere around here? So maybe this one, I don't know. I don't remember if he's using a main monarch DPS. Let's just try and see. I think yes. So the build is still working versus monarchs, but But if I try versus a tanky build, I will deal absolutely nothing. I really don't know, in fact. I really think that the cheat amount for me is better than the time machine. So another pre-monarch, here we have Charlene, way more power, 123 million, so that's a bit more than me. And probably running with the cheat amount. Don't worry, bro, you are not the only one to lose his mount after the release of the cheat amount. Yeah, they can't do absolutely anything. So let's just check that fight. We have the same power. I have just to be less, like 2 million less power. And he's probably using the cheat amount, so let's see if I can survive that. And you see that, the damage I'm taking, and all of a sudden, down. So maybe I have to use a different back accessory, by the way. I was using this one. Maybe instead I should have blocked the damage taken. That would have been better, right? So let's try to find someone else. Sasuke. Another strong play monarch. A bit less power. Yeah, low crit damage and combo. Yeah, normally I should be unkillable with that. Let's just try. Okay, that was way better, but no cheat amount at the end. I'm gonna be unkillable in PvP. Another strong one. Oh, very huge amount of attack. 130 million. I want to try that. To see how it goes. And I think that, by the way, he's probably running the right build. Wait, that's a very low crit damage. Let's just practice first to see if it's the right build equipped. I think yes. Yeah, and he had the cheat amount. So it didn't work. But look at the attack here. This is just crazy, guys. And he had way more power, so... But in the past, I remember that a Warbringer could defeat a Plume Monarch with 10 million more power. I don't exactly know what he is doing, by the way. He's just wandering around, trying to find some things to access the wedding, apparently, and try to deliver the message. So I don't think that I can upgrade a bit more that build. Unfortunately, maybe I could try to have some more crit damage, like 9,000. But I don't think that it's gonna work. Maybe if I try to lower a bit my defense and increase the other stats instead. Like more crit damage and more counter, and put the rest into the defense. you just remembered something happened in early 2024 and now you regret remembering. You were talking about the nerf of the Warbringer. The bow killed Warbringer. And yes, unfortunately that that broken item here, that was something when it was released. Maybe I can try that. We'll have more attack and a few heals. Of course, I'm losing some crit, but I can't proc the effect of the bow with that class, so I don't really care. Oh, you wasn't playing LOM at that time. So you were born with the Beast Roll bow, right? The clone, maybe I should try to change that. Instead of using the clone, I should probably try to use something different. The basic attack damage, I will have a bit more damage with my counters, maybe. You want to know the best enchants for the Morsel Sage? Generally, they go with 2 sets of crit resistance, and then it doesn't really matter. Here, they are using combo damage resistance as the main stat. There, they are using, I'm pretty sure that it's better to go with some basic attack damage, because they deal damage based on HP. And here, crit resistance. And then with the substats, they try generally to max out their damage resistance. So let's go back in here, try to find that player again. That was that player. Yeah, anything resistance to the maximum. Yeah, look at the damage coming from the bow. This is just completely crazy, guys. And the fact is that the Berserker is increasing the attack speed of the opponent with the main skill. So this is a bit ridiculous. Let's use the Sunshine Bringer! Just for the extra stats, because let's be honest, this is clearly not the avian to use with a Warbringer. Yeah, the result is a bit better, but I'm still dying because of the cheat amount. The scissors are great today because you have so many tanks in PvP in endgame that you can reduce by a lot the heals received by the target. So yes, the scissors is a great artifact. My basic attack deals some extra damage. Yeah, who cares about that? Just not using the right thing here. Windbow Arrow, Crimson Moonfall, Draconic Resonance. There is absolutely nothing that I can enhance on my character. Unfortunately, I could try to reduce a bit more the damage I take. Nah, there is nothing to do. Just nothing more to do. Or what if I lower my HP and increase the defense instead? Like, how much defense can I have? And look at that, only 300 billion HP. That's very low. Nothing more to do here. I feel like the clone was better. And with the scrolls, let's just try something a bit different. Like I'm gonna put that. I need some crit damage, of course. A few more here, and I need to pump up my defense and my crit resistance. Let's retry with that. Let's just see the stats now. 1,600 million defense. When I'm using my class skill, I'm getting more, by the way. 50% more defense. So maybe it's efficient, maybe it's not. Let's just check that. The defense is doing absolutely nothing. This is terrible. But the crit resistance is doing something. So I'm just gonna increase that stat and we are gonna see the difference. One of the best things to have to tank versus Plume Monarchs, the best thing to do is to increase the crit resistance. 2,500. Let's just retry with that to see if there is a difference, and normally I should have a big difference. Yeah, big difference, that's a big word for nothing. So the Warbringer. What a class today. I think that I'm gonna start to give up with that class. It's just not working the way I intended it to work. Like the Bistro Bow just destroyed that class. Let's check again. Yeah. I'm gonna replace that because let's be honest, this is terrible. I just can't do anything better, in fact. I'm sorry to say that, guys, but the Warbringer, I really do feel like it's another dead class. At least in endgame, if you are starting on a new server, you can still use the Warbringer. You are gonna defeat the other archers, but here, I can try everything I want. There is absolutely nothing to do. $44, and yeah, I just can't increase more my damage. I'm already using everything I can to have more damage. And this one wasn't working, by the way, so I need to find out something different. If I can reduce the crit resistance, it's gonna take forever during a fight, so I'm not sure if it is gonna do anything. No, you know what? I just have nothing. Or maybe if I increase the counter damage taken by the target, maybe it's gonna have more effect than using the Bistro Bow. Want me to try the Dark Lord then? I can try a Dark Lord, but it's gonna be even worse than the Berserker, than the Warbringer. I want the buff to come too. I want to see some changes. And I want to be able to deal some damage in the PvE content with the other classes. Look at that. They take absolutely nothing. And you die in 1 second. Oh, I forgot about the tiger bag, by the way. The tiger and cheetah. Do you think it's gonna work well? Top 19 if I remember. Yeah, that was pretty fun, but maybe if I change the mount, but I'm gonna take more damage if I do that. So I don't think that it's gonna work. Not the right section. Full DPS, le War. J'ai essayé de tout mettre en DPS et malgré ça... Cheetah! But I'm the first one to proc it, so it doesn't work. Aptoide on iPhone. Normally it's planned for around June, I suppose, or something like that. By the way, do I have some iOS users here in the chat? Because if I can find it, normally I have some codes to try that on Aptoide. But I need to find them again. I don't remember where it was. You only abuse the martial sage like a real LOM player. Everybody's doing the same at the moment. This is crazy. Like we see only martial sages here in the top now. So where is that? I can't find the code anymore. I'm gonna look for that. Come on, where are these codes? I'm gonna try to find these codes, but normally for if there are some iOS users here and want to use Aptoide, it's actually at the moment in beta, and I have 2 codes for people who want to try that and get the advantages given by Aptoide on iOS. So just send me a message on Discord, and so I can try to find the codes and send them to you if you are interested. So guys, I tried many things with the Warbringer. Unfortunately, nothing really worked. It's still pretty good to beat some of the Plume Monarchs we have in PvP, but unfortunately now, because of the Bistro Bow, it's not as efficient as before, and I'm still lacking a few stats. Like in the prayer stats you hear, I don't have my full triple S plus global counter, so I could have way better than that. I'm lacking some good enchants as well, and I don't have any good avian to play with that class, so unfortunately, this is not the optimal time to try that build for me. I'm gonna continue working on that in the future, and we are gonna see later if I can do something with the Warbringer, but for now I'm gonna stick with my previous class, which is not this one. So I'm just gonna switch back to my archer class, the only one working in PvE and doing pretty well in PvP now. The famous Arrow God Plume Monarch. Go Necro next. Really want me to try the Necro? Warbringer with Anubis, with good FXs plus nice runes, a Cheetah, Bow, and Tiger. I hit 8,500 crit damage, 48k counter damage, 300 billion HP, and 2,700 attack, and honestly, it sucks. Oh, dude. I read everything, and I was like, he's about to say something very cool about the Warbringer because he has crazy stats, and then at the end, I read, oh, and then it sucks, honestly. I thought that someone would tell me that there is a way to play the Warbringer, but in fact, I really do feel like it's not very worth it at the moment. So I'm gonna stick with my Plume Monarch, switch to my Plume build, and change these things again. I really reset my rune here, remove that, and equip the other one with not the counter, but the combo damage. Reset the counter damage here and balance my stats between my combo and crit damage. Like something like that. A few more points in here, but not too much. 30 in defense or close. A bit more HP, and I feel like this is pretty good. Sorry, this is pretty good. Plume build egal unkillable in PvP. Almost. Hopefully the buffs are coming soon. I would love the buffs to come really soon. But there is still no date fixed, so I can't tell you. Yeah, so let's use something like that. Just to check if I have the right things equipped. 100 crit, 100 combo, 9,200, 37,000 combo, which is pretty low. Did I miss something somewhere? Archery? Oh, I changed that. Of course I did. So let's switch to that plan. I suppose that this is the right one. I got the wand here and the wand here on the right. Basic attack, the crit damage here as well. Some combo damage resistance here at the top. Let's max out my attack first. Everywhere I can. And you know, I'm gonna stick with that at the moment, for now. Okay, so it should be fine. So I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 more tests, something like that, like 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go to lunch. Hey, good day, Panji. This afternoon, if you want, I'm gonna continue the other game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The worst meta. Right now, there is a petition from a V-Mode on Discord. To buff the Martial Sage? I hope not. I want the meta to be nerfed. No, I don't want the meta to be nerfed. I want the other classes to get buffed. And the Martial Sage, I want to buff for the Martial Sage in PvE, but not in the other things. You know, if they can like add an extra skill on every single class, but working only in PvE, that would be awesome. Like the Martial Sage will take like 50% less damage in PvE, something like that. They could have more chance to do some counters and that would help. But it's not the case at the moment, and so this is why only the Plume Monarch is working, because you can release a lot of attacks and this is the only thing working in PvE, so I really would like them to work on the PvE thing first. And not buff the Martial Sage for PvP. Please don't. Okay, so let's just try the other things. Check the other things I have equipped. So I got the wand, I got the stats, I'm using that at the moment. So back on all the things here, and I have to change my cards again because I was using that with the Warbringer, but I don't need to. Instead, I want to increase my attack. Or instead of that, you know... where is the green one? More attack speed. But it's gonna get reduced very fast during the runs. Maybe I have a bit more efficiency when using that. And let's go with that. I have no choice but to stay Martial Sage. For now, I suppose yes. Oh, I forgot to switch my build. So it might not work here. This is probably not the right build in front, by the way. So let's go to preset again and use my plume build instead. And add the Manor Battle as well. Go back in here, try to find that player again and try to see how it goes. He has more power than me. Let's practice. We are both Plume Monarch and I have less power. I don't have the disarm though, so I'm dead. Forgot to equip the disarm. Whoops. That's my build to beat tanky players, by the way, but I can probably equip that here instead, and the duration on the disarm and the smoke bomb. And normally it should be fine. A Dark Lord stream in the future. I need to work on a few things before because my avian is terrible and the other things I have are terrible at the moment, so I need to work on that before. Practice again with the disarm. Using the clone. So my first attacks are gonna go on the clone and he deals more damage. Of course, he has more stats. And for these fights, I need an avian with debuff immunity. That would be better. You play the Dark Lord since the beginning. You are level 154. But now it was working. When you had a low level, it was working well. But over time, people will get more HP and then you won't be able to deal anything with the Dark Lord. But the result here was pretty close though. There is a big power difference. Let's try just maybe instead of this one, reuse that to see if I have more attack and so if I can kill him. But instead of the butterfly here, I need to use this one. Only 2 classes we can play. And I agree with that. And that time, I won. Yeah, you tried to one-shot a weaker player, but you dealt less damage than half. And this is the issue we have at the moment with the Dark Lord class. They are too tanky, and that's because of the back accessory, the Alien Dimension. And we also have the mount at the moment, the 2025 mount, and it's just working so bad. They have so much damage resistance that the Dark Lord can do absolutely nothing today. The chicken, because I noticed that I had a bit more damage with the basic attack with on the procs of the Bistro Bow. You know, I'm gonna change that. Equip the banana if you want. So now normally I have less basic attack damage, but I have more combo. And if I retry, normally the result should be almost the same here because that's not a tanky player, but on a tanky player, I noticed that I had a bit more damage. And I was also using the blade pierce, so the basic attack damage was increasing my damage with the blade pierce. Okay, so I had some bad luck here. So let's practice again to see if there is a difference. You see, you have almost the same result. Why the pink dragon? For the crit damage. You started the game a few days ago. You are level 95, dual crossbower right now. I'm randomly breeding rare avians with my friends. Should I be keeping the FX in mind or does it not matter? You want some advice about that? I just worked on a video this morning. The video is over. I'm gonna publish the video in this afternoon and you will have some details about how to breed some avians. Everything you have to know about the avians. The video is ready to upload right now. Rip all the crits, you remove the dragon. You want me to try the tortoise instead of here? I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, I was trying to beat not a tanky player, so probably the snake is not useful here. Use the tortoise instead of the banana, of course. Want to see the difference? There we go again. I changed the pink dragon, not the chicken. Really? I wanted to... Oh. You're right. I am definitely blind, guys. This is the chicken. Of course I had less damage. So let's redo all the tests. So first, with the chicken equipped, then the red banana instead. Okay, so that was worse than before, but that was some bad luck, I guess. If only I could kill the clone. I just don't know why. I just can't one-shot that clone at the beginning of the fight. I'm lacking some damage. Like if I'm using my clone, he's gonna one-shot my clone directly at the start, but in the other case, it's never working. But if I compare the stats, normally we have almost the same defensive stats. Like just a bit more HP, but it's not gonna make the difference on the clone. A bit more defense. And for the other stuff, ignore counter only, ignore combo we have the same. Maybe I should try to put some more in the ignore combo instead of some other stats. Yeah, he has more crit resistance. Maybe I should try to increase that a bit. The deer, the tortoise, and the dragon banana. But hey, I want to check something before. I'm close to the 100% combo, but let's check my combo multiplier, 42,300. If I equip the banana, I got like 700 more. Instead of the banana, if I equip the octopus, okay, it's increasing by a bit less. I wanted to check that. But then I would have some extra combo damage. To be honest, I don't know if it is worth it. So let's just use what you told me to use and let's just check if there is a difference now. I wasn't using Bunny so far because that was a build to beat the tanky players. But you are right. Bunny is the best pal to use when you are facing other players like that, other monarchs. Yeah, the banana is way better, of course. Unfortunately, I had no launch at all. No launch. It's not working? Are you serious? Oh, and by the way, I don't know if it is his main build though. Look at that, he's using the snail. This is probably the build he's using in PvE. So let's just retry in real situation on a real match, and I suppose that he's just gonna destroy me that time. Okay, he's not using the same build. What do I think about the deer or the tortoise? I would rather recommend to go with the deer, because if you don't have a lot of HP, the 20% you have is ridiculous. A 30%. So let's go back to what I had before. I was using that. And now if I go here in crossover ranked match, I guess I changed nothing. Let me just check. Yes, I have to change the relic. This one instead. And normally I should be good to go. So a few last tests versus tanky players that time. And then I'm gonna end the stream and go to lunch. Michelle and the panda mount. Yes, I tried that the other day. And it wasn't really worth it. It's cool versus other Monarch, but it's useless because they will use the cheetah mount and they are just gonna one-shot you after that. So this is still not enough. In theory, the tortoise helps more. It depends on the fight. I'm gonna try versus a tanky player, and in that case, the deer is gonna reduce the damage I take all the time during the fight. What's for lunch today? Paupiette de veau et patates. Avec des légumes. If you can translate that, it's okay. Like potatoes, vegetables, and I don't know, some meat, but I don't know how you call that in English. Yeah, the tortoise is worse because the shields are nerfed in PvP, and yes, you're right about that. As for the heals. So here we have a very tanky Martial Sage, 825 billion HP. And it's time to... Okay, I don't have any more entries, so I have only 2 fights to do, and we are gonna see how it goes. My Plume Monarch damage dealer build. To beat tanks. Let's go! Release more hits, please. And I don't have the Terminal Strike anymore because I was just using a different avian. The Sunshine Bringer at the moment. Come on, just a few more damage. And I have the cheat amount, so normally I should win. No need to use the cheat amount. Plume Monarch versus very tanky build. Normally we have the same power, but he is cheating here. Because if you check the main stats, this is what I can have with my power. Very high regen, very high crit resistance and combo damage resistance. And he could have more damage resistance than that, but he probably missed the artifact giving some more. And let's try to find another tank. This one is a bit less tanky. Same here. A bit less here. Come on. Can I find another tanky build? That's a Prophet. Probably playing with a lot of stun. It doesn't apply to Pal's shields. So you are sure that you get 30% as HP with the tortoise? Okay, so guys, this is gonna be the last test. Or I'm gonna try to do one more after that in the peak rank, try to find a strong player, but I'm gonna face that guy now. Great stats too. Very high crit resistance and combo damage resistance, but that guy normally 30% damage resistance. No, he's lacking some. This is not what I want to try. Yeah, but that guy has less HP, more damage resistance. Same stats here. I don't know. You know what? I'm still gonna do that fight and then I'm gonna try. I already tried that fight. Okay, whatever. So let's just try versus this one and then I'm gonna try to find a stronger player in the peak rank. Okay, he's using the Pepe artifact. Very nice regen, by the way. I'm gonna struggle more to beat that guy, I think. Because he has more damage resistance than the previous one. I would love to have Terminal Strike on the Sunshine Bringer, by the way. Okay, come on. Just a few more seconds to have more attack with the talents. And at the end, normally I will have the cheat amount. And release the big hit, so I should be able to win that. Come on, don't heal too much. Cheat amount. Was able to win. So the Plume Monarch still works pretty fine. And let's try to find another player here just to check the difference. I know that there is Shiro here. Still using the main build, and in that case, this is very different. Way more power than me, way more stats, a huge regen. And that amount of regen with that amount of HP, this is just completely crazy. He can heal so much. More resistance, more combo damage resistance. And where is the damage res? 47%. Normally here, I can't do any damage at all. I'm just lacking stats, in fact. And I won't lie, but the Terminal Strike affix would help a lot. Instead of the Sunshine Bringer. Yeah, this is the real unkillable guy. Shiro is your goat. Shiro is unkillable. You love to be in his server. Wow, the cheat amount all of a sudden, the only damage I was able to release. Good job, dude. So guys, that was all for today's test. I'm gonna publish a video this afternoon talking about the breeding system and everything I know about it, how to try to get more affixes on them, like what to start with, how to get more affixes, how to get more legendary affixes on the avians, how to get the right avians and stuff like that, everything I know about it. So the video is coming this afternoon. This afternoon as well, I'm gonna stream again, but that time not on Legend of Mushroom, but on another mainstream game, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I hope that you are gonna enjoy that. If you want to join the stream this afternoon, I suppose that I'm gonna start the stream around in 1 hour and 30 minutes, something like that. So see you later, guys, and thank you for coming here to the live. That was a pleasure as always. Why does people always say unkillable in PvP? I wonder why. Maybe because of people like you who are cutting my videos when I'm saying things funny and putting that on Discord. You want me to try again, Shiro, with the tortoise? It's not gonna make any difference at all. Let me see the duration of the fight. Okay, just one more thing before the end, because you want to see the difference when I'm using the tortoise. Who knows? I haven't tried it, so maybe I'm wrong and maybe you are right to do that. So instead of which one? Instead of the deer, right? So that's the last test, and after that I'm gonna end the stream. So you know about it. So I had 55 seconds left before the end of the fight when I died. So let's see if I can survive longer. I'm trying versus Shiro here, and I will try versus the other Plume Monarch. So 1 minute and 5 seconds to beat. You're welcome, bro. Okay, so 50%, do you see that? The shield is already broken. And this is the only thing that the pal did during the fight. And the target in front is not releasing a crazy amount of damage. And look at that, I'm already dead. So you see the difference between the deer and the tortoise? There is 23 seconds of difference. So now, just replace the deer, replace the tortoise and just use the deer instead. You will have normally more efficiency. But let's just try again versus that player. No, it's not a prophet in front. That's a martial sage. Okay, what just happened? I forgot to use the disarm, so of course it didn't work here. But if I reuse the same as before, just to switch that, the relic as well, so now I have some controls. And if I remember, this is the only thing I changed. So let's just retry that one more time, and after that, the end of the stream, guys. The end of the stream. I'm starting to starve. Yeah, 60 seconds cooldown, and look at that. Shield broken. The shield doesn't last 1 second. My plan on Kingdom Come Deliverance today, I just found Mutt, my dog, so now I feel like I'm gonna try to find what was the name? Crazel? To try to start doing some quests and do some sneaky things. And try to access the wedding, by the way, if I can, or do some other side quests. And kill some bandits and wolves. And try to improve my gear, by the way. It works well when you have 0 damage resistance. Even if you have 0 damage resistance, the deer will give you 15%, which is insane, in fact. 15% for free. This is just the best pal you have in the game. But by the way, there is something more that I would like to try, and I forgot. The alpaca is pretty cool, 6% less attack on the target, so maybe it's gonna do a difference. This is definitely the last try I'm doing, and then I'm gonna end that. There we go again, the last one. I feel like I took a bit less damage, but I can't tell if it was better, to be honest. Maybe he needed like 2 more attacks to beat me, I don't know. Yeah, this is almost the same result as before, so I don't feel like it's worth it. So guys, that was the last try. I hope that you enjoyed being here on the stream. He's such an underrated pal. Yes, in my opinion, this is an underrated pal too. And so it's time for me to go to lunch because I'm currently starving. Trust is cutting my videos. Send me some funny clips of me on Discord. So have a really nice day for the people who are not coming back this afternoon. And for the others, see you this afternoon on my other game, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm gonna stream that game too, in like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Around 2 p.m. Bon appétit everyone, have a good lunch, have a good day.